Hi guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be talking about Gear 5, the episode, my thoughts, other people's thoughts, things that I liked about it, things that I didn't like about the episode. The first thing I have to talk about is Twitter. Now, when it comes to anime, I don't listen to Twitter at all. People are way too biased. They fight over the smallest things. It could be the smallest thing. They will fight over it. So I don't ever go to Twitter for like advice, if you will. So when it comes to that, I don't look at, Twitter for if this thing was great, if this thing was bad, because everybody has their own opinion, and more than likely than not, the opinion's wrong. So, for example, I came out with a video, I think it was last week, saying that Naruto and One Piece fans were fighting again. Now, that's what I saw, because, the Gear 5 thing came out, One Piece fans excited. Everybody's excited for Gear 5, right? You have the One Piece stands saying Gear 5 is the best transformation ever, and then they directly attack Naruto, saying Naruto's Baryon mode or Sage mode wasn't as good as Gear 5, so then they have to retaliate back, and it's just a back and forth. Pretty much I was like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. But now One Piece fans have ran rampant, on Twitter at least. Now, in my opinion, I don't like it for the simple fact that I think the enjoyment factor is getting taken away by all this chaos. I don't think you can fully enjoy something like this and also argue with another person trying to prove a point at the same time. I don't think you can fully enjoy it. I think where One Piece fans are coming in wrong is like, there's no need to compare anything. Like, they're saying Dragon Ball, they're saying that Super Saiyan and Ultra Instinct transformations were not as good as Gear 5. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I will say Dragon Ball might not even be my top 10 anime of all time nowadays. Used to be. What I will give them credit for, their transformations are literally top tier. And anime is going to have to show me that it has better transformations than Dragon Ball. They have some of the most iconic transformations. Their scenes are some of the most iconic scenes and some of the most well put together scenes ever when it comes to transformations. So when it comes to that, no. Gear 5 does not take over Super Saiyan 1 or Ultra Instinct for that matter. Now, when it comes to the other ones, I feel like I think it's in that realm. I just think Super Saiyan is so superior above everybody else. But when it comes to that tier, I don't think I can rank Sage Mode, Gear 5, or Getsuga Tensho in the same realm. They're all on the same tier. I don't understand the thing of comparing something. Like, I really don't, like, especially when it comes to shows, unless the show is very bad and you're like, what's a good example? Okay, if you're comparing Rent-a-Girlfriend to One Piece, I don't think anybody's really, okay, let me not say anybody. I don't think a lot of people are going to pick Rent-a-Girlfriend over One Piece. It's just how it is. When it's close, like the big three are, even Hunter with Gon's transformation, they're all in the same tier where, like, just enjoy it, bro. They all can coexist at the same time, and I don't think it needs to be that big of a deal. Just enjoy Gear 5, bro. It's fire. Let's not say it's not fire. It's up there with some of the best transformations of all time. Now let's get into the episode. Now the episode, it was just above average to me. Like, it wasn't a 10 out of 10, mainly because of Hiyori and Orochi. I think that it quite literally cut momentum when it comes to the Luffy thing. When the drums hit in, Luffy's bouncing around, all of a sudden Hiyori and Orochi. That was one of the low points, really low points, because as much as I liked that scene in the manga, it didn't drag on that long. So the pacing in that episode I didn't like, because we all know what we're here for. Oda know what we're here for. Toei know what we're here for. We're not here for Hiyori and Orochi, bro, and Kanjuro. We're not here for them. Would I have not liked to see that at all? Absolutely. I'd rather see it actually in the next episode. Like, start off the next episode with Hiyori and Orochi, or like something like that. Like, not started off with them specifically, but like drag into it. I just didn't like it, because it was like, I feel like a transformation of this caliber, especially for this series, probably the best transformation in the series, I think should have its own episode. I wish there was like some filler fighting with Kaido. I just wanted to see more. That's just my gripe with it. Other than that, I think that besides that part, I think everything else involving the allies, the samurai, Nami, Sanji, Marco, I think that all was great. I think it was executed perfectly. So for the episode, I would give it, as an episode, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Gear 5 brought that up so high. I just didn't like the Hiyori. Like, I didn't like how it was placed. I didn't like it at all, because while I'm watching it, I'm waiting for Luffy. It's not like I'm invested. I'm waiting for it. It was a good scene, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it was placed in at the right time. Just speaking of the transformation, let's just talk about how good that transformation is, bro. Let's get excited. Let's be positive real quick. That transformation, oh my gosh. The drums, bro. Luffy, and if you call it, Luffy was bouncing off like side to side by the drums. It was great. I loved it. Zunisha, when he figured out his Joy Boy, oh my gosh. That first scene of him becoming Joy Boy was excellent. Even when he was like, I can't stand up, and he just fell down laughing. It was great. Voice acting, sound effects. Shout out to Luffy's voice actor. I forgot her name, but shout out to her. She went crazy, bro. The laughing exactly how I envisioned it. It was great. The sound effects, Kaido, everything about the animation on for Kaido. Oh my gosh, bro. It was just like how the manga was, bro. It was just how eyes popping out, Luffy doing the Hulk swing with Kaido. It was great, bro. I loved it. If we gotta give it 10 out of 10 for a transformation, this is a 10 out of 10 for a transformation. 100%. Loved it. That's why I wanted more of it, because I think I was so invested in the transformation, not necessarily the episode itself. On Twitter, they were also saying, was this transformation over or underrated? And I can't lie to you. It depends on what you thought it would be like going into the episode. If you would have took Twitter's rating on how the episode would go, I would say underrated. I mean, I would say overrated, because they had their standards so high. It was like, I mean, and it's their fault. Like, they built it up to beyond Super Saiyan Goku level, and I just knew it was never going to hit that. So if you were going up by that standards, I would say overrated. If you're going by if I go by what I thought going into it, which I thought it was just going to be I just thought it was going to be a little bit upscale, like a movie animation. I just thought it was going to be a little bit more upscale. I think it's underrated. Like, I don't think how much went into it. And I think I was actually blown away by some of the stuff that was actually happening, and how good, how like greatly executed everything was. So if I were to give it that, I think I got to get, it's definitely underrated for sure. And if you aren't caught up, I advise you to get caught up. If you ain't watched One Piece before, I don't even know why you're here, to be honest. Like, thanks for coming, but like I just don't want this being spoiled for you, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think down below about your opinion on Gear 5, the animation. Did you like the episode itself? Did you like the transformation? Please, I can't take the, listen, you might not see it, but I read comments, bro. If I see like Naruto Sage Mode's better, Gear 5 is better than Naruto Sage Mode, and it's like no explanation, you're just being toxic, bro. Oh my gosh, please, can we not have that, please? All right, bro, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.